First thing I stole was a 20 from the church plate. Mama's eyes found out, but the sheriff came too late. Dust on my boots from a town that never named me. Heard every Sunday hymn, still the darkness always claimed me. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. Out on this back road where the crosses bloom and rusty weed, I got sins like miles behind me, prayers like smoke I barely see. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. I loved a good girl with a Bible on her nightstand. Trembling hands in mine said, you can't outrun what you've done. Man, I left her sleeping, wrote I'm sorry on a bar receipt. Drove till the gas ran out, parked my guilt in the driver's seat. I can't scrub these bloodstains from the gravel in my head. Every road sign says forgiven, but it's nailed to what I fled. So if you're taking roll at midnight on that hill of broken men, I'll be standing in the shadows saying, let it hurt again. Let it again. Out on this back road where the crosses bloom and rusty weed, I got sins like miles behind me, prayers like smoke I barely see. Black redemption, if it's coming, let it come for me. Blackened road, dust on my tongue, your name in the rear view, cut from my lungs. Late September, cold in my hands, half a tank, half a heart, half of a man. Your porch light shrinking in the cracked side glass, ash on my jacket, smoke in the past. Blackened road, you keep taking what I can't let go. Every mile burns another old ghost, headlights carving out a crooked home on this blackened road. This blackened road. Old church leaning, cross turned gray, gravel kicks up like the words I couldn't say. Radio's bleeding, some forgotten hymn. I turn it down low, hear your voice cut in. Would the door still stick? Would your bare feet find my boots on the brick? Or am I just a shadow in your kitchen light? A name you only taste when the bourbon bites. Almost my finger, dirt in my teeth, your name on my tongue like a rusted belief. Empty pews in my attic, old hymn books turned to mold. I drink from your chipped coffee cup just to taste something old. Your boots by the back door still lean like they might move. I talk to them at midnight, ask what I'm supposed to prove. This is my rust prayer, murmured to a sky gone blind. Bent nails, brown water, every word stains my mind. If you still hear me, darling, through the static of the rain out there, I'm on my knees in the dust of us, calling out this rust prayer. The fence wire hums in the wind like it remembers your laugh. I trace your name in the window fall, then wipe out the past. Moonlight on the kitchen knife catches every small regret. I set it down beside your plate like you ain't gone yet. Don't light candle, I don't quote any song. I just count the stains on the ceiling and the bones in my palms. If there's a heaven for the broken who never learned how to lead, let it be this fallen farmhouse, let it be this belief. Ash Road, mile marker faded, Wind talks through the barbed wire frame, your name in the rear view, waving like smoke that forgot it was flame. Ash road, it all burned down slow. Every goodbye in the gravel below. I still taste you in the dust I breathe. Ash road, you took the best of me. Passenger mirror, lipstick print on a paper cup band. Pulled over where the blacktop cracks left the engine running, didn't look back. If I turn around, I know I'll stay. So I drive this ash road till it fades away. Oh, mercy, on a Monday, coffee gone cold, rain in the hallway, your boots still lean by the back door mat, dust on the laces, I keep staring at that clock on the wall. Every slow second feels like a lie. Cold mercy, you could've hated me clean. Slam that screen, burn this place, left nothing in between. But you kissed my cheek, said you did your best, baby. That kind of gentle killing's gonna be the end of me. Cold mercy, you blessed me as you left. I'd rather you took a match than leave me with what's left. Your note on the table, two crooked lines. My heart's gone quiet, been gone for some time. I trace each letter like a roadside cross, holding that paper like it's all I've lost. Neighbors keep asking if I'm doing alright. I say I'm just tired. I don't mention the night you turned off the lamp and not the love in your eyes, saying you'll be okay while something in me died. If you screamed, if you cursed my name, I could hang my hurt on a little blame. But you walked out soft like a Sunday hymn. Now every kind word cuts deeper than sin. Blood moon over dry lands, red dust on my tongue. Your name tastes like iron every mile I run. Boot prints in the hard pan fade into the dark. Coyote on the fence post answers my heart. Blood and moon over dry land hangs low like a loaded gun. Every road I ever took leads back to what I've done. If I could wash these weathered hands in something more than sand, would you meet me in the silence? Blood and moon over dry lands. Your dress on the backseat, sun bleach torn at the hem. That night in the cornfield keeps playing again. I swore I would come back. You swore you'd stay strong. I'd drink with the shadows, arguing which of us was wrong. I still see your porch light flicker through the storm. Two plates on the table, one never gets warm. If I ride through the nightfall till the sky burns red, will I find you forgiven him, or a stone by the shed? Blood and moon over dry land. Blood and moon over dry land. Cold coffee on the counter, your note still in my hand. One porch light burning amber. I can't remember who I am. Truck keys on the table, boots by the back door. Jacket on that same old chair. You don't live here anymore. Ashtray full of half-truths, phone face down, gone dead. Every room's a photograph, I walk through them in my head. I'm a midnight exile, banished from the life we almost had. Stray dream gone bad. You're a ghost in my rear view. I'm the curse in my own eyes. Yeah, I'm living in this house like a border town, stuck on the wrong side of goodbye. out on the counter, names I don't say out loud. I talk to your old coffee cup just to hear a voice somehow. Radio hum some love song, I kill it halfway through. Can't stand another chorus that don't belong to me and you. If leaving was salvation, why does it feel like I'm the one who died? If distance is redemption, why are you still sleeping on my side? I'm a midnight exile, banished from the life we almost had, haunting these back roads like a stray dream gone bad. You're a ghost in my rear view, I'm the curse in my own eyes. Yeah, I'm living in this house like a border town stuck on the wrong side of goodbye. That old church leans on a dead-end road. Wind sings hymns through the crack-stained glass. Boot prints fade in the red dirt yard. You left town, but you never got far. Your name's still carved in the pew back road, right where you swore you'd never let go. This is my Deadwood Prayer, spoken to an empty chair. Ash in my hand, cold in the air. If you can hear me from wherever you are, I got one more curse for these worn out stars. This is my Deadwood Prayer. Black suit hung from a rusted nail, still smells faint like a cheap hotel. Cross on the wall, turn face to stone. Even the saints don't pick up the phone. If I dig down past the bones and the roots, will I find your face or just worn out boots? If I drink this town clear down to the floor, will you walk in through that hollow door? past the bones and the roots, will I find your face or just worn out boots? If I drank this town clear down to the floor, will you walk in through that hollow door? Ashtray on the dashboard, coffee gone cold in my hand. Your name on the fogged up window, fading like an old church band. Hell ain't louder than silence when your side of the bed stays cold. Every creak in these old floorboards says what I can't hold. If a flame's gonna die, it don't need sirens or violence, just a long, long night. And hell ain't louder than silence. Your boots still by the front door, laces knotted up half tight. Radio glow in the kitchen, but I cut the sound at midnight. Neighbors slam their doors, dogs bark down the road, but inside these four pale walls, it's a graveyard after the show. I take thunder, I take fire over this empty room I'm in, 'cause every breath I don't hear from you is a scream under my skin. Hell ain't louder than silence when your side of the bed stays cold. Every creak in these old floorboards says what I can't hold. If a flame's gonna die, it don't need sirens or violence, just a long, long night. And hell ain't louder than silence. Lost my tongue, Sunday shoes in the mud, cross on the hill, but it's covered in rust. You said the river washes every stain. I walked in trembling, came out the same. Bible on the dashboard, pew. Preacher's voice trembled, but I still thought of you. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. I keep praying to an empty sky. If there's forgiveness, it won't cross this state line. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. Your dress on the clothesline still dances in the wind. Coffee cup on the counter, lipstick on the rim. I drink that cold silence till it burns going down. Every mile of memory, every church a ghost town. And this three-chord hope, I sing it soft, I sing it slow, but you don't answer and God don't show. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. I keep praying to an empty sky. Your name still carved in that post by the gate. Wind leans on it like it carries your weight. I still park my truck where your taillights used to fade. Talk to the dark like it's you I'm trying to save. I've been digging whiskey grave, pouring bottles in the ground, burying every vow we made, where the dirt don't make a sound. If I plant enough of this pain, will you rise up from the past I paid? Till you do, I'll spend my days knee deep in whiskey graves. Your Bible's open on the bed where you pray. Page corners curled on the verse you underlined and read. I keep reading it wrong through the blur and the shake. You asked God for mercy, I just asked Him for your face. I've been digging whiskey grave, pouring bottles in the ground, burying every vow we made, where the dirt don't make a sound. If I plant enough of this pain, will you rise up from the past I paid? Till you do, I'll spend my days. Bartender says, son, that hole won't ever fill. I just nod, tip back another Let it burn, let it spill. 'Cause I don't want the lesson, I just want my yesterday. So I'll keep shoveling shadows on this worn out piece of clay. I've been digging whiskey grave. I've been digging whiskey grave.
Six miles past redemption, there's a rusted out sign half gone, shot clean through by someone who never made it home. My headlights cut through nothing, just a drunk old ribbon of road. Your name on my tongue like bourbon, burning quiet and cold.
6 miles past redemption, I keep driving like it ain't there. Like I can outrun confession in this broken leather chair. If you were waiting at that exit, I'd still miss it out of pride. 6 miles past redemption, I just pass it every time. Your Bible's in the glove box, pages curled from motel rain. There's a ring in the ashtray I keep turning with my veins. Radio's a low ghost humming some cheap hymn out of tune. I kill it, hear my heart beat like a hammer in this tune. One lone window where we are. empty chair across this table, coffee stain in the shape of your name, boot prints fade in the hallway dust, but your echo still leans on my frame. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls the trigger every time I think of you. Your black hat hangs by the doorway, shadow falls where your shoulder once lay. Wind plays cards with the porch swing chain, house holds its breath like it's praying you stay. Judge in the mirror says, let her ride, but the jury of memories won't let it slide. If loving you's a crime, I'll do my time in this lifelong hush on the county line. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls a trigger every time I think of you. First match in the dark, found blood on my shirt, whiskey on the Bible like it's covering the dirt, boot prints in the doorway, moonlight on the chair, somebody's still talking in this dead man's prayer. Dead man's prayer on my tongue, on my chest, saying, Lord, if you're listening, you can take what's left. I ain't asking for heaven, I ain't running from hell. Just lay me down easy where the lonely ones dwell. Her ring in the ashtray, cold coffee on the stove, her note in the sink where the red water flows. Every word she left me, 'cause the midnight air, I read it like scripture in a dead man's prayer. Dead man's prayer on my tongue, on my chest, saying, Lord, if you're listening, you can take what's left. I ain't asking for heaven, I ain't running from hell. Just lay me down easy well. If I confess my sins, it just echoes off the wall. If I swear I'll change, there's no one left to call. So I talk to the shadow like somebody's there, calling out my own name in a dead man's prayer.
That southern shadow sits on my shoulder. Been there since my daddy drove off that night. Name on the sign says, "Welcome, soldier." Graveyard wind says, "You ain't done it right." Porch light busted, bottle in the driveway, mud on my boots from the old bayou road. Radio preacher talking about grace. I got a glove box full of things I never told. Southern shadow, follow me. Follow me home from the tin roof rain to the red dirt, marrow and bone. I keep running these back road circles, but you lie down wherever I go. Southern shadow, only friend I ever let know. Ashtray full of August, I can't remember. One cracked frame of a woman in white. Her mascara bled like the Brazelton flood when I chose my pride in a bar override. Mama says hearts don't break, they rust, slow like a truck left out in the field. I still see blue lights in the rearview glass every time I think the road might heal. If I cross that county line, will you cross it too? Sit in the passenger seat like a Sunday truth, or will you climb in the bed with the tools and chains, riding low with the sins I never could name? Shadow, follow me. Follow me home from the tin roof rain to the red dirt, marrow and bone.
first shovel hit. Cold clay, late June, sun sinking slow, like I knew too soon. Your name on the stone, still wet on my tongue. My hands in the dirt, my heart come undone. Gravebound soul, I left my love in a hole in the ground. Gravebound soul, I talk to the dark when the world's too loud. If you hear a man singing low to the bones he found, there's my gravebound soul, trying hard not to drag you down. You dress in the chair, boots by the back door, coffee cup stain like you just wanted more. I sleep on the edge, leave your side made up, still set out a plate, still pour you a cup. Preacher said let go, but he don't share this bed. He don't wake to your perfume fading from my head. So I keep one foot here in this broken town, and one where the worms pull my promises down. He took his ring, left it face down in the sink. Coffee still warm, but the pictures turned to ink. And truck tracks bent down that red clay. Crooked road, mailbox hanging like a body on a rope. Cold vengeance runs slow, runs deep like frost in the well where the secrets sleep. You can now run town, you can change your name. Cold vengeance knows your vein. Judge shook hands with your daddy in the hall, Bible on the shelf. Never open, never falls, gravestone cheap. Just a date and just a name. Rain washed the flowers, but it couldn't wash the stain. Cold vengeance, run slow,
that's all. You can hear your own heart drag, wind in the corn whispers through a plastic flag. You feel that steel resting heavy by your knee. Every breath you take sounds like wait for me. COVID, COVID, COVID runs away. Coffee's gone cold on the dashboard, ash in the tray like snow. Your name in the fog on the windshield fades as the engine blows low. Burned horizon where the sky ran out of flame. I keep driving through the ruins of your name. Smell of you still in this jacket, like a ghost that won't move on. Burned horizon, I'm the only thing still holding on. Motel signs dying in silence. One blue flicker, then black. Your picture keeps riding the shotgun, face down, but it still looks back. If I turn around, there's nothing. If I carry on, there's less, just mile markers like gravestones, numbered miles of your last breath. So I chase that faded orange where the daylight used to be. Sing your name into the rear view till the rear view swallows me. Burn horizon, burn horizon. You were shaking in black when they threw down that earth. Every handful hit hard, like it landed on my chest.
Your picture on the pine tilted, catching that churchyard sun. Wind kept folding my coat like it wanted me gone. Your sister gripped my arm, said he knew you did what you could. I just stared at your name, cut sharp in that stone, like it should. Grave dust still on my boots, I can taste it on my tongue every time I speak the truth. Grave dust sleeping in the seams of this hand-me-down suit, of these busted up dreams. I keep walking, but it follows every mile, every rusted bus. I'm breathing you in. In the grave dust, house still smell like smoke from the last fight we ever had. Ash rings on the table, coffee gone cold, going bad. Your jacket on the chair, sleeve reaching out like a tired arm. I sit in your old spot, let the silence do me harm. If I turned back that night, if I'd held you too tight, if I'd begged you to stay, would you still have slipped away? Now every road sign, every bar light, every late night tired bus feels like you brushing past me. In the grave dust, grave dust still on my boots, I can taste it on my tongue every time I speak the truth. Grave dust sleeping in the seams of this hand-me-down suit, of these busted up babes. Wind chimes on the back porch, ain't moved in a year. Coffee cup is stained dark, right where you left it here. Your boots by the doorway, dust on every seam. talk to the shadow, you answer in a dream. Silent gallows hanging in my chest, every word we never said swinging in the west. Silent gallows creaking when I breathe. Love died quiet in this house, but it never left me. Your dress in the closet smells like summer rain. Polaroids are curling at the corners of your name. I drive past the churchyard, headlights on your stone. Radio is turned down so I can hear you go. Silent gallows hanging in my chest, every word we never said swinging in the west. Silent gallows creaking when I breathe. Love died quiet in this house, but it never left me. If guilt had a timbre, it'd sound like this floor. Every step I didn't take to keep you from that door. If ghosts had a heartbeat, it'd pound like my own, tied to this old farmhouse like a rope to a bone.